Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi experts, Woodward Sports.
Red Wings win, Red Wings win, Red Wings win. There we go. Come on, boys.
Hey,
Big win
ugly,
for the
but we'll
fellas.
take it.
3-0 on the fucking road trip. Johnny Gibson's went from sieve to stud. I only blame one goal on him. I think he played a great game. Another steal by John Gibson. He's playing outstanding on this road trip, and we're already seeing it in the chat. I will take from away for this win that Gibson can let Talbot rest, and that's what you need. This rest for Talbot's going to be so big, especially for tomorrow. You're going to see him playing at his best because he's had this time to rest after he was getting strung out by those multiple starts in a row. He's now going to be able to go into Edmonton. He's going to be the freshest guy on the team. Think about that. Your goaltender, the most important guy against the best one of the best offenses in the NHL, and he's rested and ready to go. I'm very excited about tomorrow, but great win today, team win, but most importantly, John Gibson, and shout out to Ben Sherratt too, being an absolute dog, blocking shots all game.
Yeah, Ben Sherratt, he's already closing in on 80 block shots on the season. The guy is sacrificing his body and putting it out there. Like you guys know, I have a sweet spot for Ben Sherratt. He is so far he's playing good hockey, man. He's solidified that top four of being like a consistent guy that you can have out there. So it's good to see him playing well in the twilight of his career, and he brings an edge, and he's definitely not afraid to put his body on the line and block some shots. We saw him doing that a lot in this game, but still, well, what was the final tally? Like 38, 39 goals or shots got through to Gibson. I saw the last time I checked, it was like
34.
37. It was 34? Okay. 34.
He had a 9-1 save percentage with 2 minutes left, so I'm assuming it was higher by the end. 919. He stopped 34 shots, 37 shots, 34 saves.
37 shot attempts, 34 saves by John Gibson, man. You'll take that any night.
Literally any night.
Needed this win, like you said, to give
successful
Talbot
road trip.
Success, win this tough road trip, and to give Talbot some reprieve so he can come back on the back-to-back. 2 big wins by Gibson, back-to-back wins for, I think, the first time in his Red Wings career.
Oh, yeah. No, it is.
And shout out to I Ain't Say That with the super chat in there. He says, Wings win streak, U of M and Flames, Spenny in heaven. Hey, listen, man, we brought back Max Bulla too, so a lot of good things happening, but definitely the Red Wings taking care of business. Shout out to DeBrincat for getting a couple.
Yeah, I mean, and you're seeing what like a normal DeBrincat is, because this is what we expect from him. Like I don't want to be like not rain on his parade because he's playing great, but this is what we expect from him. He is a goal every 2 games type of player. He put up 39 goals last year, as that's 0.8 something goals per game. And he was cold to start the season, so he was going to come back to the mean, and that's what's happening right now. And you're seeing it with the power play. The power play, since he started elevating, they showed it on the screen. They're the number 2 power play. They're the fourth or 6th in goals for since Alex DeBrincat's really kind of caught his stride. Like, this team has won through their hardships of not being able to score, and now they're winning through struggling in other ways, because this is 2 games in a row where your win meter per se due to the analytics says you should have lost the game.
Yeah,
but you won by a convincing margin.
And that's what happens when your goalie steals one from you. And now this is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 consecutive games for the Detroit Red Wings scoring 4 or more goals. And that is something that you love to see, because we talked about the beginning of the season, their expected goals being almost a goal and a half over their actual goals. And so now they're starting to catch up. Now you're starting to see them put a bunch of pucks in the back of the net. And I think solidifying that top 6 and stopping kind of the musical chairs out of that top 6 has really calmed those guys down. And now you're seeing the secondary score. P gets one. Before tonight, JVR had been very hot. So I think you put your big dogs in position to where they know what they're going to do. They know where they're going to be every night and coming in and out of the lineup. And then you solidify that. It allows your offense to kind of calm down. And we're seeing that. We're seeing DeBrincat look more comfortable. We're seeing Casper look more comfortable. We're seeing Patrick Kane look more comfortable. So I think that Todd has found a pretty good match of forwards so far in this one. And now we're seeing the offense kind of take off.
Yeah, I completely agree for sure. I really liked that, obviously, the second goal with ASP, the awareness from him to drop down into that one-timer slot, going from the other point, and the beautiful handoff he had with DeBrincat and Kane. That's the type of stuff where, like, you see the vision where he can locate those open areas, and then the one-timer that we've talked about, like, time and time again, really letting that thing go.
And that was his best shot in the NHL for sure. That was a fucking rocket.
That was a snipe, and that's why we talked about, because I think also why he feels so pedestrian at the point on the power play, and we said this all the whole time last summer. He's played the flank for his entire career because of that one-timer. Like, that's where he's been comfortable at. So, but you're not going to replace Raymond there or DeBrincat. So he's got to find somewhere new. So whenever he figures out his lane, I'm not worried about him being on the power play again. But Wingna 84, ASP was awful in the third. For points, but also Hamonic was shit at points. Johansson was shit at points. And you know why? Because they're getting overplayed. They are getting overplayed because of the fact that Evanston got hurt. And, it's tough, especially in that type of game when it gets slipping like that. But
the ice was bad too. Ice was bad in Calgary, man. There was a lot of guys blowing tires, a lot of guys losing skates. That was bad by Calgary. They need to shape that shit up. What the fuck is that? You're in Canada, dude. It's not like
it's because they're moving to a new rink in 2 years.
Oh, well, 2 years.
2027.
But still, that doesn't give them an excuse to have a bad fucking December in 2025.
One thing I did say to my boy, because we were talking during the game, is I love the fact, like, you know what, like, Hamonic, not great, Bob. JBD, not great, Bob. Like, they're not. Like, it's okay, but they're better than Hall and Gustafson, because if at least, like, they're like, they want to goon it up at least to an extent, especially Hamonic. Like, Hamonic is a freaking goon and a half.
Yeah.
And I love it, because if you're going to be shit, at least be a goon and do something that helps the team. And
that's all right. The ice was shit. They're moving in 2 years. 2 fucking years. That doesn't give them an excuse.
No, that's facts. But wouldn't you agree? Like, just like watching Gustafson and Hall.
Yeah, if you're gonna be shitty defensively and not provide any offense, at least be an asshole and at least hit some people. And so, I mean, Hamonic does that at least. But also, real shout out to the captain, dude. Dylan Larkin was at 17th goal of the year, on pace for like 43. We talked about him yesterday or the other day. Just playing great hockey. Just playing great hockey is Dylan Larkin, and he got a goal today on just a beautiful pass on a breakout after our guy Gibby stood on his head, made some big saves, and just an easy, quick, nice move to beat the goalie. So Larkin looks very comfortable. He's getting out in the break. He is leading the offense. He's leading the charge. He's leading this team. So I love seeing him going out there and being aggressive.
Yeah, I he's playing great hockey right now, and I love everything I see from Dylan Larkin. Lucas Raymond, I didn't think stood out that much today, but it was just an off day for him. I have no worries about Lucas Raymond. He's been playing outstanding.
Yeah,
I agree with you, though. I know we've kind of ADD'd around this hoe, and we haven't really stayed on track. But going back to the lines that end today, and I know they didn't score, but it's the sustained offensive zone time. It's the like they are moving in symmetry in symphony, and that's where I think the chemistry of them being all in GR together is showing that they're all comfortable with each other. None of them are deferring to each other either. And they're really doing a great job at carrying the puck, keeping it down there, especially Soderblom. Like, Soderblom looks more comfortable than I've ever seen him on any line.
And I think like what has impressed me the most out of them is defensively in the neutral ice. They are very aggressive. They are not allowing just easy exits out of zones or any type of stretch entries. And I think it's because obviously Soda is so long and he has such a good reach and is so good with his hands that he's very good at using his stick to break up passes and to do other things. And Danielson and Casper just like to rat it up in the neutral ice. So I think that has really impressed me out of that line. I think they're playing with kind of a I want to say more of like a veteran feel than they should be, because they're all so young, but they're doing the right things. They're in the right spots. They're making the right plays. They're not getting beat on missed assignments or missed like trade-offs in the neutral zone. So they've really impressed me in the middle of the ice.
And in that same breath, when you're talking about good positioning and honestly moving with some youthful motion is Andrew Kopp in the middle of, and Patrick Kane. Patrick Kane played great today. He was moving his feet. He had 3 points. I mean, the backhand saucer pass he threw to Andrew Kopp that they didn't score on, but like that was gross. That's like he was making like they were the best line 5-on-5.
He almost got that empty netter too.
Yeah, and you could tell they really were putting in good shifts and making some great plays chemistry wise.
I like Tom McClellan knows way more about hockey than I ever will, and I'm never going to question that. But I will question like why was he even trying Compher in the top 6 when
I don't know.
Andrew Kopp was so much more obvious of a choice, where if you're going to put one of those guys up there, it should be Andrew Kopp. I mean, the way he was playing before he got injured, he looked like, okay, this guy could be your 2C going forward.
Yeah.
And so I don't understand what the Compher experiment was. I'm glad it's over, and I'm glad Andrew Kopp is back to playing well, because he provides you good defense to balance out Patrick Kane's complete negative defense. Like, you kind of need it on that line.
Yeah, you do. And he like, I don't have any answer for you, Spenny, because me and you have been profiled that from day one. Like, JT Compher is not a center. Like, he's so like he's not good. Like, he's not good defensively. Like, that's like the biggest like lie I've ever been told in my life, is that JT Compher is a good defensive center. I was told that probably 100 times, and he sucks. He's not quick enough. He's not responsible enough. It's ridiculous.
Shout out for the super chat in there from Mishanuga. He says, thanks for the coverage, boys. Let's go Red Wings 100. And shout out to you guys for tapping in. Make sure you smash that like button. We appreciate you being here. And shout out to the Red Wings, winning 4 of their last 5, scoring, like I said, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, five. Their last 5 games, they've scored more than 4 goals. And if you're going to do that, you're probably going to win a lot of games, and you're going to score a lot of points. So it's good to see that. I see everybody in the chat. Yep, we're just behind Washington for the lead. We're first
go
in the Atlantic again.
Chicago beat
Chicago spanked the Rangers.
Chicago beat the Rangers, yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
so yeah,
shut 'em out.
Red Wings sit in first place in the Atlantic with 37 points, 1 point above the Lightning. The Lightning do have a game in hand, but they're in a good spot right now, man. Like, they got the Canadians have 2 games in hand now. Like, we are like, if we were all level on games played and Montreal won their next 2 games, we still would have a lead. So it's like, I know it's still tight. There's still a lot of season left, but like it's starting to get real, man.
It is
like,
real.
Like, you don't go on the road and do shit like this. Even blowing the lead today, like winning 3 straight games against solid, not like, you just took care of business, man. Like, that's what good teams do. Like, bad teams go out here and lose, like to Calgary. They go out here, they lose to Vancouver. But we talk about this. The Red Wings have missed the playoffs over the last 2 seasons based off of games that they dropped that they shouldn't have dropped. 2 years ago it was Phoenix or Arizona. Last year it was that stretch where they lost like 6 straight in March. To just blow the tires off. I don't remember the exact teams, but they played some bad ones in there and they didn't get it done. And you just gotta.
They lost. They lost back-to-back games to the Yotes that year. They lost to the. I'm pretty sure to the Sharks at home. Like you have to take
it was the
care
Sharks
of business.
last year. They lost to the Sharks twice.
You have to take care of business and you have to do the things that you need to do to beat the teams that you should beat. And that's why when you go out there and you beat the Canucks and you beat the Calgary Flames, like, yeah, they're not the biggest wins. They're not these just like hang your hat wins, but they're what you have to do in the Eastern Conference when every single point is going to make the difference. We've seen this team miss the playoffs by literally a single point. So you need to take advantage of them when you can.
Yeah.
And going up against Edmonton next, you had to get the 2 points in Calgary, and you did. And you almost gave it away, but it almost doesn't matter. You got the 2 points, you got the win, and it's been a good road trip so far. And shout out again to Mishanuga. He says, will Chris pony up and complete the Iser plan? Man, we'll see. We'll see. The talks are heating up. He's talking about Quinn Hughes, I think, where, the talks are heating up, and we'll see what happens.
God, they had 85
You keep winning like this, you're going to force his hand.
Yeah.
Because this East is cutthroat, and if you get Quinn Hughes, I don't want to say it solidifies you because anything's possible in this conference, but it solidifies you as one of the best teams in the conference.
Your roster is so much better than Vancouver's without Quinn Hughes. Even if you take away like 3 starters off this roster, like Quinn Hughes right now is worth like the play of ASP, Danielson or Casper, and one more. Like he's worth that much.
Yeah, and Simon Evanson, there has been no kind of update on him. It's a lower body injury, foot injury
from blocking a shot.
Yeah, he took one off the foot from blocking a shot. So hopefully nothing is fucking broken or anything, and he's just got to.
Dr. Detroit. That's because Vancouver's roster is dog shit.
We need him against Edmonton. He needs to play.
They don't have one player above a point per game other than I don't even think he is.
Who, Vancouver?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how bad they are. They're cheeks. But I did find where we collapsed last year. It was during the Stadium Series games where we lost 2 straight to the Blue Jackets.
Yep.
And then we lost to the Hurricanes, the Mammoth, the Capitals, and the Senators for a 7-game losing streak.
Let me guess. That was first week of March, second week of March?
Last week of February, first week of March.
Yeah, that's been their Achilles heel the past couple of years as they've fallen apart in March. So hopefully you avoid that this year. And a good way to avoid that is to give yourself some life at the trade deadline, like adding a guy like Quinn Hughes and then bringing up a guy like MBN to provide some kind of physicality in there. And Mishabongo with another super chat in there says, let's say the Wings win the cup. Number 100, does Chris pay Scooble that?
No.
No.
Scooble's gone.
Yeah, I think he'd be even more gone because that just banks him some more money. No, but oh man, I hope too. Michigan, I'll be able to drink out the Stanley Cup the next time the Red Wings win it. So I've already been promised that. So I'm pretty excited.
You've been promised that?
I've been promised that. So
dude, I gotta start doing more things for DMAC then.
Yeah, you do. And that will be my profile picture for the rest of my life. So I'm excited for that. It's going to happen. Don't think it's going to be this year, but you never know. You get in the playoffs, anything can happen. Look at fucking Montreal, dude. They're just in the finals. Now they're mid again. So you just got to keep taking care of business. And are they going to add Quinn Hughes? I don't know. But if you keep winning, if you stay at first in the Atlantic, they can't just sit on their hands, and they're going to have to add somebody. And a realistic player is Quinn Hughes. It's crazy. It is.
Yeah. And you're the suitor. And it continues to come out too. Like the rumors are just swirling, and every time I look, it's the Red Wings and the Devils. Like there's other teams that are slightly in the mix, but not to the level of the rumors that the Wings and the Devils are in.
The Red Wings can outbid anybody for Quinn Hughes. There is nobody in the NHL right now that can match the return that the Red Wings could give to Vancouver. When you talk about players with extremely high upside, when you talk about players that already have put in tape on the ice in the NHL, still with extremely high upside, and then guys that are just absolutely tearing up different leagues, whether it be the W or the A or the K or wherever they are, they've got a lot of guys that are just absolutely showing signs of stardom. So the Red Wings have pieces that every team in the NHL wants, and there aren't a lot of teams that can match what the Red Wings could get Vancouver if they really want to go get Quinn Hughes.
It is now coming out that they don't know if which is so dumb. The Canucks might not try to rebuild by trading Quinn Hughes.
They might not try to what?
Rebuild. They might try to retool.
All right.
Good luck.
Yeah. Why retool? I don't believe that. Retool what? You need tools to retool. The only tool you have is Quinn Hughes. You're not going to get a whole
corpse
team
of EP40.
Good luck. They need to rebuild. I'm going to grab a water real quick.
All right, sounds good. Well, Spenny is grabbing a water. Another thing that JVR has been hot as a pistol. Today he didn't play great, but he was on 5 of the last 6 goals. Copp's on a 4-game point streak. This is the secondary scoring that we've been talking about this team needs. You're seeing right now how crucial and big the secondary scoring is when you have it. And now you have, not just DeBrincat being a dog. You have Kopp contributing, JVR contributing, Kane contributing, and that's where you really see the potential of Vinny has 2 points since his hot start. You could be you don't even know how good this top 6 could be with a legitimate top 6 forward there.
Yeah, no,
dude, what was that?
I don't know. Am I out of focus? Seems
no, you look fine.
Oh, okay, yeah. You're gonna need some more guys to step up, but luckily, I saw someone posted. It was like some Red Wings account, like Winged Wheel Media, I think, on Instagram, that the Red Wings are one of 4 teams with 3 guys with 30-plus points.
Yeah.
So
they were the only team.
As long as your horses are going to be your horses, which are Larkin, Raymond, and DeBrincat, as long as they can carry the offense, I think with the young guys you've got, with Patrick Kane and Alex or Andrew Kopp and James Van Riemsdyk, I truly think you're going to have enough secondary scoring to keep you afloat if those guys keep going. And we know that that's the big thing is Larkin and Raymond specifically need to put together full seasons where they're playing at this superstar level, because they are right now, but they got to keep going and keep playing like this. And
yeah, no doubt.
Mishabongo with the super chat in there said, can we trade Justin to Vancouver? LOL. No, Justin staying right here.
No.
And then they said, Neil was too much today, brother. Root for any sport you want. Shout out, Neil.
Shout out to you, man. We appreciate you
tomorrow. But yeah, I'm gonna
have to sit in the Maz chair for that. I need to watch this pure cinema unfold.
Yeah, Neil on Sharon tomorrow is gonna be something for sure.
And KG's back too. It's the best day possible.
Yeah, but you look at. Yeah, we talked about that March slump. That has been the Achilles heel of this team. But I think
we've gone into March with issues.
We've gone into March with issues, but I think you're going into March with solutions this year. Guy, I know it's just one dude, but a guy in James Van Riemsdyk who can settle your bottom 6, give you solidified 5-on-5 scoring from a veteran. You've got a guy in MBN who is waiting to come up and just be an immediate spark plug on this roster when it comes to physicality and goal scoring. You've got a guy in Sebastian Cossa that if this tandem isn't working out, you got a hot goalie ready to make a name for himself that can provide you a spark, and then they're going to make a move at the deadline, whether it's Quinn Hughes or not. They're going to add to this roster at the deadline this year. So I think you're going to avoid that kind of March slump because you've set yourself up with good veterans, quality young pieces that can provide sparks, and then they're going to make a move.
And like also like and like analytics only go so far, but it's the eye test plus the analytics. This team didn't pass the eye test last year, but this year they are, and the analytics back up that they are that good, which is like that's really what's starting to make me turn the corner. I obviously have always known that there was a shot at the playoffs and that we are one of the like bubble playoff teams, but now it's really starting to feel like the top three, maybe even like not even that third spot in the Atlantic. Like maybe we're looking at the 2 seed. Like I don't know if the 1 seed's sustainable. I do think Tampa's gonna eventually.
You just got to stay in the top 3. Just stay in the top 3 of the Atlantic.
I don't,
and I think it's very possible.
I think it is too, especially with like the Canadians are really struggling at goalie. Like Sean was talking about today. Like they just brought up their rookie goalie Fowler, who was in the same draft class as Kosa. That's gonna be. This is a good point, and I don't want to say it. I really don't, because Larkin is such a big part of Team USA. He really is, and Raymond is one of Sweden's best players. But honestly, especially for Raymond, I with the rink being smaller than NHL ice. The last thing I want is for Lucas Raymond to just get blown up by some Latvian fuck who doesn't even who plays in the KHL, who doesn't give a shit, and then breaks his wrist, and then he plays hurt the rest of the year and isn't as productive. That is a nightmare scenario.
Yeah, it's very possible, but I mean,
you can't take away the right to play for the country.
They're playing. They're not going to opt out. They are all playing in the Olympics. You can guarantee it. Anybody that gets the opportunity is going to play in the Olympics. It means a lot to these guys, and rightfully so. And personally, if Mo Seider and Lucas Raymond want to opt out, I'm cool with that. But I'm not having Dylan Larkin opt out. We need him.
USA, I said, he's Larkin. A critical piece of USA.
Yeah.
He's the only player that can play 1 through 4 anywhere, wing, center, and he's going to be effective.
Another super chat in there from Michigonda says, Justin, you're fire on hockey.
Thank you. Out. I appreciate it. It's my bread and butter for a reason.
He knows puck.
But shout out to Ski Mask, boy.
Yeah. I mean, he's right, dude. You're playing fucking Croatia out there. I'm kind of nervous, about Mo Seider flag, because what is one of these Croatian guys who's got his first 10 minutes in the W trying to make a name for himself go try and take a run at Seider and hit him on the hip wrong or hit his knee or something like that? It could fucking happen.
Yeah, so that's exactly what's going on right now, Michigan. The ice is not done. It's also not Olympic size. And it's smaller than NHL ice. It's 4 feet smaller than NHL ice. It is going to be the smallest professional ice rink, I believe, that has been played on in the last 25 years in the professional NHL adjacent level.
Where are the Olympics at? They're in
Italy.
Italy? Well, I mean, can't we just play hockey somewhere else?
I mean, Biz was saying they should just move it back to the States.
Why not?
Why
not?
Agree.
Just play in the fucking NHL arenas.
Literally, why not just do it in Boston and in New York again and in Canada and just call it a day?
Picture a prototype Russian hockey player, Paul Bunyanovich, pushing Larkin through the glass. And listen, I'm good. We just got to worry about those. All Larkin has to worry about is Team Canada. That's all he needs to worry about.
Yeah.
But
Talbot should be in goal tomorrow against the sport team. The Oilers, I can guarantee you he's in goal tomorrow.
He will for sure.
Because we talked about last night, we need to see Gibson on the back-to-back. He's hot. Give him some more confidence. I think you did that. I'm very confident in Gibson going into his next start in Chicago. Yeah. I'm assuming it's going to be in Chicago on Saturday. I think it's going to be a really nice test because he was in net, if I'm not mistaken, when they got lit up by Bedard.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right.
So This
And
is going to be a
Bedard's been
great
hot
bounce
lately.
back spot for him because Bedard loves shooting high glove because the Bedard is a right wing type of scorer. Like he loves like shooting from the right wing in particular, especially on the power play. So he's going to have to make sure his gloves up and he's making those saves. And I'm excited because if he can put 3 together, like 2 is great. 3's a streak. And then I'm really starting to the confidence, the momentum is starting to build for Gibson. And I'm really starting to feel confident in this tandem going down the stretch because then you have Gibson to carry the load. Like Gibson will be you are 1A with Talbot coming in, 37% of the time just on light because that's where he's like we talk about all the time. That's
You
when
want to
he
talk
is
about
successful.
stealing one? You want to talk about stealing one? Talbot could steal you one if he's only playing every third game.
Yes.
He can go out there and he can steal you one.
He can be on the cusp of the 9s. Like we've seen
Yeah.
it. Like when he's playing in a 1B role, he's a 0.9 save percentage guy. And so like if we're talking 2.9 save percentage guys, like we're good until we get to Kosa and Augustine, and that will be in the next 2 years. Well, Talbot's contract's up after this year, so I guarantee Kosa will be up next year.
Yeah. Yeah, Kosa's going to be up this year.
You think?
I think so at some point.
For how many games?
I mean, I hate to do it, but like one of these guys is gonna get injured.
Yeah.
Like they're just both too old to just both sustain a full season without having to miss a week or two. So I'd say Kosa will get 2 or 3 games. At
2
least.
or 3 games.
Yeah.
I like that. I think
be up here for like 2 weeks, catch 2 or 3 starts.
Yeah. And like not like some BS start like last year. I want to see
like scheduled, known he's gonna be out there, like good starts like that. Because like one of these guys is gonna tweak an oblique or fucking get a hip pointer or something like that, and they'll have to miss a couple weeks because they're just old. And Kosa, I want him to. I mean, I don't want the guys to get injured, obviously, but I want Kosa to get an opportunity where he's got a couple scheduled starts that he knows he's going to make.
Yeah.
Michiganda in there, try to talk keeping your stick on the ice in Chattanooga. Appreciate you, boys. Hey, we appreciate you, man. Shout out. I'm trying to get out to Justin's Pond and play some pond hockey.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you, man.
Stick didn't bring the skates. I don't have skates.
I know. We got to
like Vaseline on the bottom of my feet.
I don't think that's gonna work.
Just skate around. No. Okay.
All right, let's see if I can find anything on Simon Edmondson.
Listen, this is a great win. You tried to give it away, and stuff like that will happen on the road trip. Stuff like that will happen when you get a 4-0 lead. Like DMAC in our group chat said, it's the worst lead in hockey in 2025 is 4-0. So obviously you didn't like giving up the shorthanded penalty shot. You can't make a habit of doing that. But John Gibson played another great game in a game where like you said, all the analytics probably pointed to you should lose. You were giving up bad goals bad shots, giving up more A+ opportunities, had some turnovers, but John Gibson stood on his head, stole a couple for you, and those created some opportunities on the other side of the ice, and you took advantage of it. So as long as the Red Wings keep playing this kind of complementary hockey where they're taking advantage of their scoring opportunities and you have John Gibson or whoever in net standing on their head, they're going to be a tough team to beat, man. And when you got a goalie playing like Gibson is right now, you're going to win 40 shots. You're going to win games where you have, this comeback in the third period because that is the great equalizer in hockey is having a hot goalie. And right now, John Gibson's pretty hot.
Yeah, he is. And we're starting to believe, baby.
Starting to feel it. Like you said, if he goes out there again against Chicago, which is probably going to be his next start, he's definitely not going to start tomorrow. It'll be Talbot tomorrow. But if he goes out there against Chicago and he puts up another fucking 35+ save performance in a win, then I'll be like, okay, maybe great. Michigunda with the super chat again. He says, people think CCM is a social party in the South.
I know. I've been down there and played hockey down there. It's so different. It really is, especially like in Michigan, where like there's hockey rinks everywhere. Like Alabama has one rink. Like we went to go play University of Alabama. They have one rink. It's 30 minutes to an hour away from campus.
Really?
Yeah, and they drive all the way there every day.
Wow.
And then Nashville, like they have like 2 rinks. No, the whole surrounding area, and they're both sponsored by the Preds. It's crazy down there.
I mean, it's not their flavor.
No, they're playing football, playing basketball, playing baseball,
playing baseball year round.
Yeah, I mean, baseball is actually like
hockey's for the North, anyways.
Baseball is known for being really good for hockey players. Like Wayne Gretzky famously,
it's the hand-eye, dude.
Would literally put his gear in the basement, never touch it over the summer, and play baseball all the time.
It's like hockey, baseball, golf, all the swing path, the hips, the hands. You got to have fast hands. You got to have quick hips. It's all the same kind of thing.
Bergeron, Casper, ASP for Hughes. Not enough.
Not enough. I would do that in a fucking heartbeat.
I would do that in a second, though. I was just fucking around earlier, and I asked ChatGPT. I was like, what would be a trade, like a fair trade for both sides between the Vancouver Canucks and the Detroit Red Wings for Quinn Hughes? It said the two it gave me was Edvinsson, Casper, Bergeron in a first, and ASP, Finney, Danielson, and a first or 2 firsts.
Jesus.
Dude, ChatGPT was keeping it real. I was pretty surprised. I was like, okay. I didn't know you
think
fuck
Red
like
Wings
that,
fans are a
Chat.
little higher on Finney than most in NHL circles are? Do you think Casper carries more weight than Finney?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so too.
Easily. I think Finney's a throw-in in that deal. I don't even think like they really care. They just like, all right, we have a top 9 forward that we have under control for a while. I think that's kind of what the thought would be if they wanted Finney.
Yeah, and
like, I think like the NHL
I don't think you
get
it done without ASP being in there. Like as much as I think that Edvinsson has more potential than ASP to be an all-around defenseman.
Everyone's just saying that if they like
to
need
replace
a lefty,
Quinn Hughes, you got to get ASP.
I know, but apparently they have so many right D, and it's an issue for them. Which I whatever. Go trade one of your right D then for a lefty. I don't know what to tell you. You're gonna get ASP and you're gonna like it, like because I think that why Sean is like bent up about it's got to be the right deal and it's got to make sense for Stevie, and I see that because and I'm not saying I know what Stevie's thinking, but if you're just looking at this roster and you're looking at roster construction and you're looking at this decor, if you get rid of Edvinsson versus if you get rid of ASP, that's such a big difference.
Yeah.
And even if you do have ASP as well as Quinn Hughes on the same team, is that even the equation to get you far in the playoffs? Because I question if it is, because you need those physical big bruisers on your roster. And the fact that you're going to have 2 elite defensive defensemen protecting Quinn Hughes for his entire career between Seider and Edvinsson, man, it makes too much sense for that would be a hang up, I think, for Eisman. I do think Edvinsson would be a hang up.
Yeah.
For
I think so too.
This trade. I know me and you talk about untouchables aren't really a thing in this deal because you're getting Quinn Hughes, who's the second best defenseman in the NHL. But in terms of the roster construction of this team,
I don't think he wants to give up Edvinsson either. I think he wants Edvinsson and Seider to be his 2 pillars for a long time. Mishanunga in the Woodward Sports Chat says, Spenny, it's Mish-Nuga. LOL. Sorry, I don't got the Nuga pass, I don't think. I don't know, but I thought I was saying it right. Am I not? Got to brush up on my Nugas, I guess. Nuga, please.
And I've been the one who has been
Freddie and McCartier.
But Quinn Hughes is already there. And one thing
Nuga, please.
I've definitely learned is the known is better than the unknown.
Yeah.
And when you're this close and you have the cap space to do it, you got to do it.
Nuga's be tripping, man. I just think that when you look at a guy like Quinn Hughes, you bring him to this team, and it immediately makes you, like we said, have the best defensive pairing in the NHL with Seider and Hughes. You've got the best, probably, if you keep Edvinsson, one of the best D cores in the East with Edvinsson, Seider, and Hughes. And yeah, I mean, is ASP what do you want to see him go? Like, no, he's played well. He's got what at least 2 or 3 points in the past 2 games, but you got to spend money to make money. You got to crack some eggs to make an omelet, and unfortunately, he would be the guy that they would want. I mean, and no GM is going to give you Quinn Hughes. I saw somebody say it was like Bleacher Report or somebody. They're like, oh, yeah, Albert Johansson, Marco Casper, and a first-round pick. I was like, dude, what? Like, yeah, are you fucking kidding me? You do that in a heartbeat, but there's no if Steve Yzerman does that, I will personally kiss him on the lips. Like, if you could get Quinn Hughes without giving up Edvinsson or ASP, I mean, you win.
Yeah. No, seriously.
But it's just not going to happen.
No, I don't see that avenue at all. I don't think it's feasible. I think you gotta give him ASP, and it's so sad.
They're gonna want him.
They're
not going to accept a deal that doesn't contain one of ASP or Edvinsson.
And
I think so.
I think it's a smoke screen. We were just talking about it. They want to retool. Good luck with that. I think that's a smoke screen.
You want to retool? Oh, fucking K. You got duct tape and Elmer's glue in there, and you want to retool? No, you need to rebuild.
And I was looking at the Devils, and without
It's not going to be the Devils
trading Luke Hughes,
it's going to be Anaheim, Blackhawks, or us.
Yeah,
It's going to be one of the it's going to be Blackhawks want to say, okay, we got Bedard, we got to pair him with Quinn Hughes. That's our core for the next fucking 10 years.
Yeah.
Anaheim, hey, we're hot right now. We got to cash in. Verbeek has a pretty nice war chest. Or it's going to be one of those 3 teams, I think.
Yeah, because the Hawks could pretty much match you.
Yeah.
They have. We'll see. They could probably beat you because they might be willing to give up Nazer for them.
What if I offer you JT Confer? Because that sweetened the deal at all.
That hurts the deal, in my humble opinion.
Mishanunga with the super chat in there. He says, they banned the minor league club here. Can't call myself the Nungas anymore. They banned all the hats, and that said Nunga. Hey, man. You got to stand up for Nunga rights, all right? That's your word, and you can say it. That's crazy. I'll buy a Nunga hat. Man, I'm tired. I've been working out all day. I had to come here and fucking shovel snow that was frozen to the ground.
Yeah, no, I had to do that too. It sucked. But yeah, I got the morning show again.
Yeah. Red Wings win again, 2 in a row.
At least, yeah, I'll be making sure that Sean's hearing.
You gotta start chirping him. Tell him John Gibson's better than any of his goaltenders.
He's starting to realize.
If Montreal and Ottawa are actually like cheeks like this all year, I'll be so happy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I'll tell you what, the only player that would, I don't even know if it's realistic to be moved, but could be moved because their team's ass, that I would want more than Quinn Hughes would be Brady Tkachuk.
Yeah.
If we could get Brady Tkachuk, I would give anything. We'll be back at it tomorrow.
We'll be back tomorrow.
What time is the game? Is it 10 o'clock or is it 8:30 again?
9 p.m. game.
Cool.
So it will be we'll be 15 minutes later than we were today. And we'll get dialed with you tomorrow. Thank you guys for tapping in. And also this morning as well. Great amount of support on the Quinn Hughes emergency pod. So thank you so much for your support. Make sure you drop a like, especially Mishanuga. We appreciate you, man, for the super chats. Have a great rest of your evening. Drive safe if you're driving or if you're on the road.
If you build it, they will come. Parole tide. So yeah, build some more hockey arenas there in Alabama for the boys.
Yeah, they need it because they actually got a really sick rink down there. I can't lie.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys. Like we said, Red Wings 2 wins in a row, 4 of the last 5.
3 wins in a row.
3 wins in a row, 4 of their last 5 have scored 4 more goals, 5 straight games. So that is very good to see the offense trending like that. Good to see John Gibson back on his shit. Hopefully Cam Talbot can keep the heat between the pipes in Edmonton because they're taking on the Oilers tomorrow. That's going to be a tough test. And then you got Chicago to round out the road trip. So, yep, we'll be back tomorrow night, post-game show. So make sure you guys tune in. We appreciate you tapping in. He is Justin Satawa. I am Spencer Raxter with the Woodward Wings. Peace.